There's a beautiful madness inside my soul, and I can't stop thinking of you, walking on the lonely avenue. Are you, are you, are you my love so wild?
Right, morning everyone, here with Sam today. I'll leave his little Instagram somewhere about here so you can check him out. Guy's an absolute fishing freak. He's been generous enough to take us out fishing today. Sun's just up. It's been raining all night, so conditions are so hopefully it fires them up a little bit. We're gonna have it front here, see if we can't hit a couple of marks, then as the tide gets a bit higher we'll move in and try and bash some snags, I think. So we'll see how we go and we'll get at it and hopefully we can bang some fish.
Beauty. See you later.
Up on the Snatchbite, Magbite Snatchbite. Not bad, not bad. Not sure if you can see it with the sun. He's only probably early 20s, but we'll get the hook out of him back into it. Oh, something hit me. That one where they're like the drug found, but they're not the. What was that? Oh my god. That one. What was that? Oh!
That's a big jack, man. That is a huge jack. Like, I mean...
A donkey. Oh! Dude, look at him cutting sick. Yeah. Considering, oh yeah, oh my god, it's a big Barry, it's a big Barry. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! That was a... Get up him, up him. Oh, where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go?
It's on the boat. Yeah, you're right. Ready me out.
Oh, look what he did with my hook. The pink fingers.
Nice little Barra, bit of bycatch on the jacks. Send him on his way.
Ripper. Fucking that's awesome, dude. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, got him. Oh, little fucking Barry!
What was it?
It wasn't little too, but they're just, man, they're such subtle takes at the moment. How chrome are they though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's oceanics out here, man. They're just big yellow tails.
Good.
They're always healthy fish, man.
Yeah. Well, they got to survive it to be able to survive out here. Oh! Take it. Yeah, got. Oh! Little pup, man.
Hey, look.
Oh!
Yeah, I was looking at yours.
Oh!
I was looking at yours and I've seen this chrome sort of come up.
Just
Down there like that.
get him. Oh!
Get in
Up him, up him.
there. There you are.
Good
Just
man.
get it in there. And
Oh.
Yeah, just. Fuck, this much fun fishing for ages.
And here we were thinking, nah, we won't go fishing anymore. Nah, shit weather. See if we can. Look at that, that's a nice fish.
2 for the day. Healthy little fella.
Always a nice fish, man. I don't care what anyone says.
Nah, yeah. Hey mate, you gotta spend it hard, buddy.
I do actually. Oh,
You would fuck it.
I'd love to, actually. I'm gonna do it. Pontoon 21, greedy guts, man. It's the best hard body I've ever used. Yeah. You.
I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah. Well done, man.
Cheers, mate. Better?
Hey?
Hardest part, like time.
Oh man, in all honesty, I don't think.
It's always a bit.
Oh, he's been a fight. He just out fishing me, mate.
Another little one for the morning. Not quite as healthy as the other fellas. Pretty recent wound on him, but no issue taking the lure.
We're a little bit, sort of, I suppose, different to normal. We've decided to come and hit this bank of standing timber. Now the tide's really pushing hard, so we just sort of thought we'd come and try and find some standing timber that's always underwater. We've hooked a couple of fish. Hopefully we can hook a couple of more, but we'll get back to you in a sec. All right, time for greedy guts to get out of here.
Oh, you watch this first cast.
Rightio, so Sam's had a really good idea. Have you got a suspending hard body? I said yes, I'm going to use it. Hopefully I'll get a bit more hook up because he's just catching all the fish at the moment. Yeah, got him already. Oh, he let it go. That would have hurt him a bit. I don't think I've ever hooked so many fish and not landed them. Yeah, got it. Mate, this is wild. How good's this? Oh, I want to keep that. There you go, guys. How good's that? I quite legitimately like just changed over to the Pontoon 21 greedy guts, and it's that good. Within 2 or 3 casts, I actually got hit first cast, lost it, and this little rat's come out to get it. That's pretty awesome, guys. Now get a couple of photos and we'll get him back in the water. Back in there. Here we go. You ready, bud? You're going home. Yes. Oh, no way. You know what they say, never leave fish to find fish. Yeah, oh, that was a big one.
That was good, I see that.
Cheeky. That was a decent fish.
Treble day.
Oh, that's in. That's legal. Net. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice fish, man. That's a big fish, man.
63. Alright, that was it. Thank you, Robbie.
I'm pretty sure I took a photo.
Hold on.
Can you see it? And like your face is still like perfect, like you haven't even recognised yet. Oh, that's awesome. Hey guys, thanks once again for tuning in to another episode. In today's Talking Tackle, we're going to be discussing jerkbaits, crankbaits, hard bodies, and that sort of stuff. I won't hold you any longer, we'll get straight into it. I keep my hard bodies in a Plano tray with the aeration in there. The first thing we're going to talk about is the old-fashioned hard body. Now this is just a standard sort of gold colour. They've been around forever. They're a really, really versatile type of bait. Now you can fish these from creeks all the way out to reefs, anywhere in between. You can troll them, you can use them as jerkbaits, you can use them as crankbaits. Now most hard bodies have three main areas. They've got a bib, a body, and a set of treble hooks. Now they can be 2, 3, you know, multiple different amounts of treble hooks there. This one just simply has a pair. This one here I really like to use as a jerkbait. Now a jerkbait is designed to be used as something that dances in the water and then suspends in order to sort of, I suppose, pause and act like it's a fleeting bait fish, as we want most lures doing. So the idea is we crack the slack, if that makes sense, of the line in order to make it skip and dance in different directions, and then we want it to sit still. And more often than not, that's when I suppose a predatory fish will eat it. Now you can also use this one as a crankbait. Now a crankbait's just designed to be basically slow rolled through the I suppose the strike zone. Totally depends. Some lures are created to be jerkbaits, some are created to be crankbaits. It's totally up to you as to what you want. Now I like this one to be used as a jerkbait. As I said, it's totally up to you. Alright, so here I have my all-time favourite hard body. This is the Pontoon 21 Greedy Gut 77. You can see it's had a fair bit of action. I love this lure, the colour, the way it swims. It's just my go-to jerkbait. I love to also use the jerkbait technique, especially in slightly cooler waters. I just find that it just sends fish berserk, which is what we want. It's all good to say that you want to use a jerkbait and all that sort of stuff, but what you have to understand is that the leader line actually plays a really big part in what your performance of your lure is actually going to be like. I don't know if many of you have ever seen competition anglers in the United States and even here in Australia. They'll often have 4, 5, sometimes 7 or 8 rods rigged with the same type of lure. And a lot of people might see that and go, well, that seems a bit silly, but what they don't actually understand is that the leader or the line that it's attached to are all completely different. Even though this lure can maybe get to 1.2, 1.5 meters on the jerkbait, maybe a little bit more on the troll, the leader line plays a huge role in how restricted or unrestricted the lure actually is and how it can reach its potential. Now here in North Queensland we obviously have very abrasive, the fish have very abrasive mouths and can make their way through 30 or 40 pound leader quite easily. This is where you have to take that risk versus reward and how willing you are to go, to try and get that bite. So you might want to start with a 40 pound leader and you might think, okay, it's not quite getting to the zone I want it to. If you were to change down to 30 pound leader, this lure would actually dive that fraction bit more. The tournament anglers are really good at figuring out really quickly whether they're not getting deep enough, or whether they're getting too deep, or whether they're not getting deep enough in that water column. They're often looking for brush piles and weed beds and that sort of stuff. So very similar to impoundments here in Australia. But you might start off with 40 and realise, okay, it's not getting down to where I need it to. I'll switch down to 30 pound leader. Once again, you might go, oh, okay, this is really getting risky, but I know the fish are there, but this lure just isn't getting down, so I'll change down to 20 pound leader again. And you'll see the performance of this lure totally change. It's not like a soft plastic that if you put a 1/4 ounce jig on it, it's just going to always go down there like that. You've really got to show a little bit of class and a little bit of braveness at the same time, I suppose, whenever you're throwing a jerkbait up against hard snags and that sort of stuff. But the most important thing that you need to remember, the lighter the line, the deeper or the less restriction there is on the lure. On the flip side of that, you're also more susceptible to being cut off, or if you do get snagged up, not able to twang it off a line. So that's just something that I wanted to run you through really quickly. I like to run about a 30 pound leader. give or take. I just find that's a good middle ground, being able to keep this lure well unrestricted, well on its way to fishing well, and ultimately fishing well. So there you go. Once again, thanks for watching Talking Tucker with Bales. Just a quick bit on jerkbaits and crankbaits. I hope it makes sense to you, and I hope you catch more fish in the future. You know, crankbaiting and jerkbaiting, it's the way to go. It's a really good technique. I love it. You got to be brave, but you risk it to get the biscuit, and it's often one of the best types of fishing to do. So there you go, just a bit of information for you. Hope you enjoy it. See you out in the water again soon. How am I gonna get this back? Oh, I got it! I got it! Oh, it just broke me off! Little frick! He just took it. Oh, that was my favourite. He was my good luck lure too. Oh well. But you can still see it floating there. Look, it's still sitting there. We're gonna get it. I wonder if I can grab him with the net. Oh no. Oh, yep. Oh! Oh! Where did it go? Oh! What the? Thanks, man. What would you just drop it in there?
I was trying to hook your lure with my
and it just
and it ate it. Get that on video? Little cheeky mutt. Oh, you fucking faggot.
Hang on, I gotta take, hang on. So this fish, like I just lost a lure, right? This fish, like Sam was trying to retrieve it with his line, and this fish just like hit it on top of the water. Oh, that is unreal. Mate, I gotta say thank you. Oh wow. Mate, the fact that I got that lure back, that's a sign. That's a sign.
That way we were meant to go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Get out of here.
Righto, so we're calling it a day. The tide's just too high. I think it's just too much water about. We actually might come back tomorrow, give or take, see how the conditions pan out. But geez, I tell you what, this morning was absolutely ripper. Thanks once again to Sam for taking me out.
Anytime, mate.
Had a great time. So we'll hopefully get back at it in the morning, and hopefully you'll see the other half of that then. Yeah. So had an awesome morning once again. Really impressed with the local systems lately, which is great. Don't have to go too far. Hopefully we'll get back out in the morning, see how we go. Righto, morning everyone. We're back at it again today. The tide's just a little bit too low for the area that we originally started on. So we've just sort of come offshore a little bit. There's a bit of a rubbly bottom, and catching a couple of little nice cod, little fish, and we actually caught what was it, the sand bass?
Little sand bass?
Yeah, so we'll try here for about an hour or so, just see how we go, and hopefully we can hook up to a couple of fish, and then we'll push back into the snags a bit later on when the tide comes a little bit better. So you can see it's a really nice day. Really nice day. So, oh, you up, mate? Hooked up?
No good, mate.
No good. All right, we'll get back to you in a minute. So to get a bit of an idea of what we're looking at, I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's the sounder at the moment. You can see that there's lots of like shoaly bottom, rocks, boulders, that sort of stuff. The fish just seem to be hanging in between that sort of stuff there. So we've pulled a couple of small fish off more of the shoaly sort of bottom as opposed to the biggie boulders. So we're going to stay roughly with this sort of stuff here, the smaller stuff that's closer together. Hopefully we can keep banging some fish. So we're just chucking little soft vibes down at the moment. It's not too deep, probably what, 3 or 4 metres at the moment, I think. Sweet, so we're getting down there, just using those. Doing pretty well so far. This one's seen better days, but it's my lucky vibe. Bought it, and it's so expensive down there. On? Tater cod, Mary cod, let us know.
Catch of the day.
It is, it's a meatery. Dude, it's a meatery. How far in front?
Let's just look at it. Yeah, well, yeah, get it.
No, it's a big groper, man. It's a big groper. Oh. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's actually like, I'm gonna say what, a 100 kilo groper in like a meter of water. Where's my camera? Whoa! 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 That was crazy. We were just like literally stalking the flats over here in a meter of water. We just saw like I'm gonna say like a 100, maybe 150 kilo Queensland groper just chilling in like no meter of water at all. I hope you saw it on the footage because that was absolutely like that. I'll never see that again. Nah. Oh, that was sick. That was so good.
Hey mate.
Because you're like there and I was like, where?
Like, there's a dugong on the beach. I was like, that.
Hang on a second. I think it was, what do you reckon? 100 kilo? 200 kilo?
Well over, man. Oh, it'd be 150 kilo, I reckon.
It's a bit more cloud cover today, eh? Heaps more cloud cover.
Yeah, as I said, man, I reckon it's storm. Storm comes on, man. When you get a big storm like that come through, big barometric pressure change.
Yeah. Oh!
They're still there. There's about 30 of them, man.
Oh! They're still here. What a gold mine. Oh, yep, got him. Oh. Ah!
Right in there, right in there.
Yeah, yeah. Nice fish, man. Nice fish. Nice fish, man. Now there are a couple of school-sized barra here at the moment. We're hoping to catch them. Yep. Oh, much better, much better. Oh, it's only on 30 pound. Oh, not much better, but better. Oh, he's got a bit of weed on him. No wonder he's so heavy.
Got him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll get him.
He's getting you a right leader.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's a nice little fish there. That's a nice little fish. Oh, he's...
Oh, what's your right?
Yeah, I know, man.
Let's go.
Leader. Sweet. Ooh. Oh, on the deck, man, that'd be sweet. Look at his mouth, he's been mashed up. I just got a slightly amended Magbite Snatchbite there. I've just bitten the head off him and still managed to improve the longevity thanks to Sam. Got a little tip wrap. That's a nice little fish there. There's actually a couple in there at the moment, so we'll just keep plugging away. There we go, that's actually really nice. There's a lot of school-sized fish around this sort of structure here at the moment, so we're just making sure that we're getting our cast in as close as we can to those snags there, and these are the little fish that we're pulling out back to back to back. This has actually been a really cool day, so we'll get a couple of snaps on him and we'll put him back in the water. Sweet. Right, big fella, you're out of here. Once again, just on that slightly amended snatch bite, just to improve the longevity of the bait, I've just bitten the head off to make it a little bit more, I suppose, user friendly. Because it's such a nice soft bait, I'm finding that after every fish, it's either tearing the front end or or anything along those lines. So I've just taken the top end off it. Still got a nice action, still have that weedless ability there. So here we go. Oh my god, that was huge! That was a decent size one. I would say 50, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nah. Got it. Got him.
Hard, mate. Oh.
Oh, he's still there. He's on it. Why do I even fish? Got him. Dude.
Yeah, take your aim for a minute.
Oh. Need another beer.
Bit cranky.
Oh. One more way on. Got it. Little rat dog. Oh. Far out. I honestly don't think I've ever been so happy to catch such a small fish. I need a beer after that. That was too stressful. Oh, look, there's one right there. Yeah. Just on the outside of it. Oh yeah, got him. Yes.
Well done, mate.
Little rat.
A lot more small ones.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good sign. So tiny little fish, but that's such a good sign. Really good sign. He'd be no more than about 12 months old, I'd say. He's nice and healthy, nice and chrome. I actually sight casted him, so that's pretty cool. See you later, big fella. That's the best part about Saratoga. Oh yes! Fucking dude, what the? Little rat. I suppose I am only rocking 30 pounds. Whew. No! He's got ya. He's got you around it. Double! Yes! So I've just hooked up to a, I don't know, bit better than last time. And now it's Herman's. That's a nice fish, man.
A little bit better.
Doubles on Barra. This is insane. It's been an awesome morning. This has been awesome. Only rats, really good for our system. Really happy. Sam's outfished me about 1,000 to 1.
No one's surprised, to be honest.
It's been a really good morning. I've struggled a little bit. Really happy we'll let these guys go. Hey guys, there you go. So there it is. It's a massive episode. We decided to put it all in one episode rather than two shorter ones. It was an insane couple of days. So many fish caught. They may have been small or school-sized barramundi. It was such a great time. We had a really good couple of days. I hope you enjoyed watching this video because it was an absolute pleasure to make. As always, guys, don't do drugs. Do your homework. Be good to your mum. Bales out.